Today is Friday, April 17th, and yesterday they started to require masks. And it's really a bizarre day because everyone's wearing their masks, which is great. I've literally walked by hundreds of people and I haven't seen one exception. And this starts to come off as I talk. But the market, it's absolutely bustling. This absolutely is really it's strange because on Easter, which was just last weekend, it was a total ghost town. And now we have actually a lot of people out, a lot of people walking around, but everybody's wearing masks. So there's a certain optimism to it. I actually feel a lot better seeing all these people out. The weather's nice, so when it was, actual Easter, I felt kind of bad when there's no one here, but the weather was still nice. So I'm going to take you guys around Rynek Jeżycki, and you're going to see. And it's really kind of surprising because the market now all of a sudden is just way more lively, and I have no idea why that is. So if you've seen one of my earlier videos, I went here about a month ago, and it was really quite abandoned, but now there's really a lot of life. Everyone's wearing their mask, of course, but there's tons of people even selling clothes, fruit. Everything, it just feels like it's back to life right now. And I think it's a wonderful feeling. I think there were even more people here about an hour ago when I passed by here. Because before I think there was maybe maybe one group of people selling things over there and nothing else. So we decided to go to Kórnik Castle, so I'm with Awif again. And we're in Kórnik, Poland. This is a town outside of Poznan. It's about 7,600 people. And we're going to check out this castle and some of the surrounding area. And this castle, according to the Wikipedia article, goes back to the dates back to the 14th century. So, and this thing keeps coming off. So, normally there'd be a nice area with botanical gardens or something like that around here, and it's of course closed off, but we're going to look and see what we can find. And there's a river over there, and we saw some very interesting stuff when we walked through the town. Yeah, clearly it's a photo moment right now. Yeah. Yeah, so I was actually here a couple years ago for a conference in Bedelevo when we went there. I showed the video earlier of this village with this palace for the math department owns, and we sometimes go to some places for a field trip. And we did come here, I think it was, I don't know, in 2015 or something. It was a long time ago. And you got the water there, and there's a botanical gardens and a park over there. And there's all kinds of fancy palace stuff inside here. There was a huge long history. I wish I remembered all of it, and I can't really find almost anything on the Wikipedia article. So I'm going to see if I can find some more information by the time I post the video. And there's a river that goes through the city. And still taking some good Instagram photos. So there's also a restaurant that still seems to be operating over there, so we're going to head in that direction. So there's some sound problems in this video. I'm re-recording this right here, but I'll usually use subtitles. So this is the palace grounds. Normally there'd be a botanical gardens or something behind here. And over here there's a restaurant, and it looked like it might still be open. We're not really sure if it's just for delivery, if you can go eat in there. And yeah, so this is kind of interesting. Arboretum Kórnickie Instytut Dendrologii PAN. And so PAN, that's a Polska Akademia Nauk, the Polish Academy of Sciences. So maybe they have some sort of facilities here for one of their departments. That's really kind of my best guess. So actually this is a lake and not a river. It's a Jezioro Kórnickie. And this is a nice walkway here over the lake. Let's go check this out. It's quite peaceful here. Here's the lake. The sun's going down. It's not quite sunset yet. Yeah, this is very nice. And of course we have the castle right over here. We're not going to walk too far here because we're not sure if the car could get locked in the palace if the restaurant closes. But this looks like a nice area to walk. I mean, there's no one here. We have some of these buildings over here. Of course, the palace is back the opposite direction that we're walking. Yeah, someone has a awful lot of laundry back here. Is that someone's house? I guess it probably is. So maybe it's a big family, or they procrastinated. Could be either way. We went like 200 meters to the center of the city. So we're not entirely sure right now how okay it is to be walking together. So I'm actually going to go off by myself. I'm going to look at some parts of the town, and Oif is going to wait around here. Maybe we're going to do this kind of staggered out by a little bit. But there are definitely a few interesting things that way that we're going to check out, or at least I'm going to check out. So I think this is the main church in the center of the city. And it's kind of interesting because it looks a little bit castle-like. I mean, maybe it's inspired by the castle theme of the city. So this is rather empty in contrast with Poznan, because I was kind of surprised how earlier today Rynek Jeziski was quite full, and Oif told me that the Stary Rynek was actually full of a lot of people as well. And this seems to be a bit more empty. So here we have the old town of Kórnik, and a nice, beautiful day. Some of the very few people out. You know, everyone is wearing their masks, of course. There's a couple of people walking the dog and not much else. And just in case you forget which country we're in, there's a Polish flag to remind you. Yeah, I'd love to see what's in some of these shops when they're open. You know, from a distance it looks really closed, but when you get closer it's actually not so much as you think. Like this home goods store with pills and stuff is open. This jeweler is open. The Jubiler. Of course, Żabka's open. Yeah, that's open. Not a surprise. Ice cream store is closed. Okay, this is interesting. So I saw this on the way here. Jezu Ufan Tobia. So right in the center of the city we have this gigantic print of Jesus, and it's honestly not the highest quality. At least maybe it's not visible over the video, but in person you can see kind of some of the resolution to the image. I think they just kind of blew up a not too high resolution picture and put it here. Most of these buildings in these parts pretty well taken care of and look pretty nice, but this just kind of stands out of nowhere because you can see all the rest of it looks pretty reasonable. And you have a sensual dance and fitness here. So Studio Tansa I Fitnessu, so you can kind of guess that's Studio of Dancing and Fitness. The church bells from the main church were just ringing. Yeah, over here we have this cross on this building, and it's still kind of in the main part of the town. And you know, it's not a village, it's not really a city either, it's kind of somewhere in between, and I'm never really quite sure what to expect along those lines here. And what is this building? It looks like some official government building, and yeah, Zespół Szkół w Kórniku Lyceum Ogul, so it's yeah, see right there. So I think it's a high school at Technicum de Kórnik. So I think this is a public high school that has a cross on it. So that's a bit different than you would normally see in the United States. So let's see what we have over here. Oh, this could be interesting. We have a top secret outlet. I wonder what's top secret here. Probably nothing that interesting. But we can check. Yeah, it's just some jackets, probably some like Chinese store or something. Where they have goods from over there. So it's kind of nice. It's a small old town. There's a few things. There's 2 jobkas. And then you got the lake right over here. Of course, I'm sure the playground is totally forbidden right now. Oh, but this is kind of nice. It looks like they have a volleyball court. Yeah, I can imagine this area actually being really nice in the summer. Like, assuming things clear up, maybe I would come back here. So they're pretty, they're very clear, coronavirus. We do not want to go there. So, yeah, I can see the place to put up the volleyball net. Oh, yeah, we have a skate park over here, too. And this is probably some outdoor theater. Probably they put on plays here when the weather's nice. Yeah, I bet this is a really... Oh, I'll get an echo kind of being in here. I bet this is a really nice area at the right time. I'm sure that's a fountain, and there's some globe over here. Ah, okay, it's the night sky. It has the constellations. In Polish, of course. So there's the constellation of Wężnik. Głowa wąża. So actually, I think I can translate that, like head of snake. Because wąż is snake. Yeah, that's a dopełniacz, I think, the grammatical form. Too much pull. Okay, this one's actually very easy. Hercules, so like Hercules. Uran, it's like Uranus, the funniest planet. It's the butt of all astronomical jokes. Phoenix, probably Phoenix. And we have a walk here onto the lake. Yeah, this is a pretty peaceful, but I can really imagine it just being nicer when there's just crowds of people here just enjoying themselves, eating some ice cream, playing volleyball. And really the old town is just right over there. And this is the highlight of the day. There was one over there, but this one, we'll see how friendly they are. We have 3 cats. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, that one looks like it might be a little injured. Well, we're not going to try to scare it. Let's see. Kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah, it looks like there's something wrong with its left paw. This other one here is just kind of cautiously watching, curious, but probably a little too scared to get close. Yeah, I wish I could help that one. I don't know what's wrong with it exactly. And then the other one is still kind of curious from back there. I wish I had some cat food on me right now. It's sort of stating the obvious, but we have 2 jobkas that are open right next to me. So I think I'm just going to go and buy a packet of cat food or 2. I need some more for my cats anyways, so I'm going to go and see if we can feed those cats in the alley. So it just came from Żabka. I hope they like Whiskas, so we'll see. Maybe someone's feeding them and they're not that hungry. Sometimes stray cats can be a little picky, but we'll see how they respond to this. Okay, so they're still here. I think that one is suspicious, so I'm gonna turn this off for a while and cautiously get closer and see what happens. I don't want to stress him out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the conversation, but I just spoke to a guy who lives here who knows these cats, and he only speaks Polish, so I was able to communicate some with him. And this is the one we saw earlier that was kind of hobbling. And he said the cat's a bit sick because, you can see the way he was walking. So what he said is that basically I should just kind of put the food out and wait. So I might even kind of have to go. So the cat recognized the food and saw what was going on. So maybe I'll leave a little more. There's still the other one over there. Maybe I'll put some closer to that one. The other one is poking around and is a little curious, so I left 2 spots for the food. Yeah, I can imagine that other one's going to have a little bit more difficulty catching mice or whatever. But this one is getting brave enough to come out. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. So we got a little bit of a snack, and I hope this one can get some. Okay, good, good. Yeah, that makes me happy. I hope that they realize I gave them a second package of food on the other side over there. I'm glad the little one at least got some of it. Okay, there's the third one coming around. I hope that they realize there's another option. So actually, the police just came while I was feeding the cats, and this guy was nice enough to warn me about it. So, jak masz na imię? Mikolai. So it's like a Nicholas. Oh, good. This is a moment. This is good news. Yeah, they found the other food. So he had the Deva packets. And there's, the third cat over there. Lubisz kota? Tak? Yeah. Lubisz kota? Yeah, nie lubisz. Yeah, so he doesn't like cats, but it's okay. Lubisz psy. Yeah, so he likes dogs. Yeah, dog person. Dogs. Yeah, dog, yeah. Sobaki. Okay. All right, dziękuję bardzo. We're gonna... So I think I'm going to head away soon. Oh, they just ran away. So I was going to say the good thing is that one at least saw some of the food, and these two were able to discover the other pile. So at least they're going to eat tonight. And after the police came by, though, I think I'm just going to kind of move along. They understood, fortunately, but... So after the situation with the cats, we decided to go back. I didn't want to risk anything further because if the same, policemen saw me again, I'm doing something else, I figure it's just kind of best to go back. So I'm back home and I'm taking my cats outside. So the one cat I'll show you, he was kind of beat up pretty badly yesterday, so I took him into the vet. And there's some problems with infections in his nose, and they had to send something up his nose and clear out some tissue, and it was really not fun. So I wanted to take him out yesterday as a reward for putting up with that, but he really wasn't doing well. So I took them both out. So this is the one that had a little procedure at the vet, but there's a little bit of a drama because there's this other cat over here, and my girl's a little suspicious, kind of on edge. And what's my boy doing right now? I think he just kind of, maybe he didn't notice or maybe he doesn't care. So I need to make sure that nothing bad comes of this situation. So as you can see, the situation with the other cat has been diffused, so she doesn't really care anymore. So like, comment, subscribe, and I think that's going to be it for today.